What I want to talk to you today about is how couples can run a successful business together in our series of coming together, working together, succeeding together. How both of you can be entrepreneurial couples, be successful in your business, as well as be successful in your family, whether you work in the same business together or work in totally separate businesses, that you're both entrepreneurs. Hey, I'm Josh Felber, two-time best-selling author. I've had the honor and the privilege to be able to contribute to two of the best-selling books, one with Brian Tracy and another with Steve Forbes. Since I was 15 years old, I've owned over 15 different companies, as well as owning multiple businesses that have hit the seven-figure plus level. I've had the honor and the privilege to be able to share my life with my wife, who's also an entrepreneur as well. And it just happened to where she fell into that position several years ago, and it's been a phenomenal success, both in business as well as within our family. And I've come over different challenges, we've come across different obstacles, and pushed through those and broke through those, and I want to be able to share those with you. Did you know that of the 22 million businesses in the United States, over 3 million of those are couple owned? Not only that, starting the business together, couples that are entrepreneurs together, leads to a significant gain of income for both partners. Now that's awesome, when you can be both in business together, have an awesome family, and see a significant income gain, so you can spend that time, have that freedom, and have that lifestyle that you've designed for yourself. So let's take a look at how we can elicit the best from you and your partner and running a business together, as well as a thriving family. In this episode, we're going to discover the number one problem couples have in owning a business together. And that is determining the roles. Who does what? Who's the leader? You don't want to offend each other. You don't want to hurt each other's feelings. But somebody's got to drive the ship. Somebody's got to move that business forward. And there's nothing wrong if it's the wife, or there's nothing wrong if it's the husband. And it may be different roles than what you actually have in the family overall. We also are going to see how couples can maximize their business success. Emphasize the importance on working together, as well as your individual personal growth, as well as growing together as a family and creating outstanding values and beliefs. One of the biggest secrets to success for couples owning a business together is you have to own your role 100%. There's so many times I've been consulting and working with couple entrepreneurs that they don't want to engage each other. They don't want to own their role they do what they do in their business, but nobody's there actually leading the business and moving the business forward. And I challenge you to sit down with your spouse or sit down with your partner and figure out who that is going to be. Like I said, it can be totally different in your family situation, but somebody has to sit down and own the role of the leader in the business and focus on each other's strengths. I want you to focus on each other's strengths, because that is going to move and propel the business forward. If one spouse is horrible here, but they strive with numbers and they're awesome with accounting and they're very successful with analytical information, move them in there. Don't put them in sales. Move them into that area. And somebody that's more personable and outgoing and creating those connections and storytelling. Instead of putting them in front of the numbers, move them over into the marketing, the sales, maybe the front leader of the business. And so find the roles that are going to best fit your strengths, as well as own those roles and engage and commit to them 100%. Next, we also have to have mutual respect for one another. And what I mean by that is, as entrepreneurs, we thrive on competition. We thrive on growing. We thrive on excelling our businesses. And part of that competition is encourage each other. Let's be competitive. Challenge your partner and your spouse to hit certain goals, hit certain tasks, make it a fun game, and then celebrate when you guys hit those. And then spending time together. We have to spend time together not discussing business. We have to focus on our family. We have to focus on our connection with our spouse and just talk about that and separate the business out of the area. We have to make love a priority and stop combining our business and our life. And it can be done. Entrepreneurial couples can thrive in business and family. Don't be fooled by the myth that couples cannot succeed in this area. In today's society, there are a lot of couples that own businesses together. They're entrepreneurs together and are very successful. And just to name a few, Jay-Z and Beyonce, everybody's familiar with them. They're both entrepreneurs and in the music business as a recording artist, and several of the joint businesses that they own together. Melinda and Bill Gates, they won one of the largest charity organizations to help move people forward in health and to provide, water and homes and education for kids and families in third world countries. And they have that working relationship together. I've been blessed. I've been able to connect and share my life with a wonderful, awesome person, my wife. She has fallen into a role as an entrepreneur, as well as helping raise our family together. We both strive towards creating our businesses and moving our businesses forward to be able to have that quality freedom, that quality time, and have that lifestyle independence away from our businesses to spend time with our family, to be able to travel, to connect with our kids, and be able to raise our kids as entrepreneurs and guide them down the path of awesome beliefs and awesome values to help move them forward in life. And we've run into challenges just like you. We run into obstacles, and one of the biggest things is being able to push through those, still connect, still get along, and still work together. There's been plenty of times that we've sat down at dinner, and all of a sudden the conversation's on business and the bad things that happened today, and where we're going, and then just how, and all of a sudden it just heads down the wrong path. And you got to take a step back and regroup and say, okay, let's focus on what the kids did today at school, what their successes were, what failures they had, how did they overcome them, and then connect together is talking about maybe taking a walk after dinner, and and spend that quality time away from the business at dinner table. As well as one of the things that we started to do and we're moving forward in 2015 is being able to have mini vacations every 90 to 120 days, whether it's 3 days to 7 days, and be able to connect with each other and get away from the businesses totally and spend that time interacting with one another. And one of the biggest things that I've found, with couple entrepreneurs working together is they do not disengage from their business. They may go out to dinner together, but there's usually one or both of them on their phone, and they're answering emails and tweeting and texting and everything else. And that's not going to connect you. You have to shut the phone off. You have to put the phone down and take a step away. It's better for your family, and it's better for your business. It will catapult you to more success when you disengage from the business and connect back within your relationship. I want to share with you the 5 pillars for connecting, making the business together the most successful that it can be. Number 1, create and share each other's dreams. So you create and you have your own personal vision, your own personal dreams. Then you start to combine those to create that massive purpose, that massive vision, and that massive dream to move you both forward, whether it's your individual businesses, whether it's your business together. That's the first step in really making things and making the magic happen. Number 2 is owning your role. You have to own that role. And as we discussed earlier, is who's going to be the leader? Who's going to move the ship forward? Working on those strengths, focusing on each other's strengths and positioning each other in those right areas to maximize the business growth and also maximize your happiness and the fun in running the business together. Number 3 is encouraging and empowering each other. And so when we do that, we want to lift each other up. We want to set those goals and help push each other, from a competitive nature to achieve those goals. But have fun while you're doing it. You got to have fun in your business, as well as empowering each other. And so, whether it's introducing your spouse to someone else, or maybe it's, you have a certain project that needs to get done, or, an article, but you also have to be real with one another, be able to help analyze each other's information and break it down and give, critical feedback that's important to both you as the business partners together, as well as, in the relationship together. Number 4, you have to disconnect from the business for family time. You have to make sure you're spending that quality time with your family. You have to maybe have date night with your kids, go out, see a movie, find out what their interests, what their likes are. Encourage, empower your kids to be entrepreneurs. That's what we do. Our daughter's starting a pet supply or a pet treat business, with, all healthy and everything. And, she sees what we're doing and she wants to engage and she wants to interact. And that's her way of, planting her entrepreneurial feet. Number 5, you have to make love a priority. It's kissing your spouse, it's connecting with your spouse, it's going on a date night with your spouse, maybe once a week, maybe once every other week, or maybe once a month. But set a time, schedule it in so you will not miss it for whatever reasons. And then you schedule your business and everything else around that, as well as taking those mini vacations and connecting when you're away. That's the most important thing, is connecting when you're away. Leave the business behind and connect together when you're there. If you like this episode, if you find informative information in this, subscribe to my feed, subscribe to my YouTube, my Twitter, my Facebook, and share this with others. Let this inspire you and share this with others so it'll inspire them. But I want you to be able to create that lifestyle, that family, that business success, for you to have that time, for you to have that freedom, and design your lifestyle around your business. Okay, let's recap. Let's go over those 5 action steps, those 5 pillars real quick. I want to create and share each other's vision, merge those together to create that massive vision, that massive purpose, that massive action for both of you. I want you to get out, challenging you to own your role, designate a leader, start moving the business forward. Number 3, encourage and empower each other, challenge each other, create that competitive, fun nature within each other. Number 4, disconnect from the business, connect with family time. And number 5, make love a priority in what you're doing. I want you to comment below now and tell me about one pillar that is not getting enough attention. Share it with me and share it with others. Let's connect and see if we can help. Okay, I want to get you ready for the next episode. We have some awesome content coming your way. We're going to discover how to create your own personal vision, as well as your business's personal vision, and then be able to create and blend those two together for a massive action, vision, goals, dreams of what you both want to propel you in your business towards success, as well as success in your family. I want you to start living a life so fully charged that you are driven to do whatever it takes, achieve success and lifestyle that you deserve with the time, the freedom, and give you and your spouse the same opportunity that I've been able to have. I want to thank you for giving me the honor and the privilege to watch this episode. I want you to get out there and be extraordinary. Thank you.